Hello, beloved. I thank you so much for your time and I thank you for joining me on the Prophetic Vessel Show. This will be your message from God, Ra, Allah, Source, the Divine. I'm grateful for your time. To those whom are keen or interested in becoming members of my Patreon, on my Patreon, I do offer weekly sign readings for $10 per month based on love as well as spiritual path. I also offer on my Patreon personal readings. For $50 per month, you get a personal reading from me every month based on love, spiritual path, career and finances, as well as ancestral messages. The link to my Patreon will be listed in my description box below. You can also join my Patreon by typing what is on the screen via Google, search it, and it'll lead you to my Patreon website. Without further ado, let us tap in and find out why were you spiritually led here? What is here for you, beloved? Why did you resonate with the title? And why did your own YouTube algorithm present you with this message? Let us tap in and talk to God, okay? I'm channeling the energy of two women, all right, two feminine energies here that are really mad, okay? Yeah, mad about who you are. We have the identity card here. Okay, these women are mad that you are a Queen of Cups energy, somebody that embodies the vibration, the frequency, the wavelength of love, meaning that you're surrounded by love, you are of love, you are loved, you are love itself. These women, they feel a type of way about you because they know that they are not of the Queen of Cups energy. Okay. I'm channeling Queen of Wands reversed energy from these people, which is an energy of bitter woman, bitter, angry, delusional, um, codependent, okay, just low vibrational in their ways of being. These women look at you as the opposite of them. Yeah. They know that men, this is about how divine masculines are attracted to you and how they get treated by men in general. They see you as somebody who is like you attract divine masculine energy, like men that mean business, all right? Men that assert themselves in your world, in your reality, in a dominant way because they see the value in you as a woman. They experience men that only just want to sleep with them, never commit, never fully love them. These are women whose love lives are cursed because of who they chose to be on earth, right? And they taking it out on you. They know that they chose to be the energy of the Queen of Wands reversed. I'm channeling that. Always using their body to seduce, and then they want a man to have value for them. A man is only just going to open those legs. Why are you acting like that? If you want a man to value you, close them legs and actually work on yourself properly. Heal, rather. Let's see here. Yeah, but you attract divine masculines, men that actually know what they want, men that do right by you all the time. And they don't. Yeah, we have the Knight of Wands here to the Empress. Oof. And then we have the World. These women wonder like how good your sexual energy is. They wonder if that's why the men you attract are attracted to you because of like that is the main reason, the fact that you have like no, we have the Empress to the Emperor here. These men of divine masculinity are attracted to you because you are a match to them. You are also a divine being. You are a divine feminine. You hold divine femininity energy. So they see a match in you. They see the same vibration, same wavelength, same frequency in you. When it comes to women like these, though, these two women here, all they're good at is throwing themselves at a man for approval, for validation. These are women that can't stand on their own without a man. They need men. The difference between you and them is that you're an empress because you're an empress, not because you have a man or you want a man or a man is in your life. No, you are who you are because you are who you are. These women, they associate having a man with like having made it in life, like you made it in life if you got a man type of energy. This is how they process things. We have the world here. Like their world revolves around that. The fact that a man is the ultimate thing, like being in a relationship and having a man that is of divine masculinity. You attract divine masculines all the time. Like you won't even be conscious and aware that there's a divine masculine in your presence because you are so much in your divine femininity. You vibrate like very high based on frequency and wavelength because of that Queen of Cups energy that I channeled earlier. You are of love already, so you attract it regardless if you pay attention or you don't. They need to prep themselves. Okay, I need to walk like this, talk like this. If I do that, he'll look at me like this. He'll have these feelings and thoughts for me. Like these women's world is centered around men and clustered. Therefore, you can't center your life around a man. Find yourself first, and the man will follow. That's a law. That's in the Bible. That's God's word. They want to ring. They want to get married. How you want to get married when all you good at is opening that thing up? That's what your value of a woman is. Your thing down there. How are you going to attract a man that is actually of divine masculinity? Divine masculines don't think like that. Like an example, an analogy, a reference point, a case study. In relationships, as women, we are naturally jealous. Like it is what it is over our man. We are naturally just jealous creatures in general. If we don't work on ourselves, that jealousy can control us, right? Imagine in a relationship, two people, right? This woman always feels the type of way whenever they're in public with their man because they feel like their man's always looking at other women. If it's a divine masculine, even if there is another woman around, even if they see that woman, their vision of what they're seeing is going to be tied to who they are, their divine masculinity. They're not a man that is lust filled. They're divine masculine. Divine masculines vibrate high. They are of a high frequency and wavelength. They don't see the body. They see, man, like, why don't you cover yourself up? Like, why are you seeking so much attention from the outside world? And you thinking, oh, that girl showing her body, da da da, you looking. No, it's like that man will process it like, man, what's wrong with this woman? Like, you don't value yourself enough to, you know, pull yourself together and cover up and for your own self-worth and self-respect. If you would, and then other type of men, even kings, king of cups, queen of cups, I mean king of cups, king of pentacles, king of wands, and king of swords, right? Those are men that can be, those are not divine masculines. Those are just men in a specific energy. A man looking for love, genuine love, king of cups. A man looking for just sex and lust, king of wands. A man looking to just have a good time, hit it and quit it, king of swords. A man looking to build and have something solid with someone, king of pentacles. But a divine masculine and emperor is all of those things, but they're looking for it in one person. A divine masculine can want to hit it and quit it with their person, do a little quickie down there because it's their person, not looking through that lens at every other woman. And no, they don't live like that. They love who they love, king of cups. They value who they value. King of Pentacles. They want to build with that person. They want to sleep with one person and they want to have fun with one person. These women attract kings, not emperors. All right. Because these women aren't empresses. I'm channeling definitely Queen of Wands reversed energy from these women here. We have Death reversed. We have the Six of Pentacles reversed. Yeah, they want to know your secrets. Like they feel like, there's something about you that you do that you don't tell anyone. Like you lure men in a certain way. These men only want you because of what you do behind the scenes. Like there's a way in which they think you are that makes these men go crazy for you, or makes these men want to give to you in a relationship manner, because they know that they go above and beyond and make all types of efforts to get the attention, just merely the attention of a divine masculine, not just their time or their energy, just an attention, just to get looked at. They have to sit in a seat and freaking construct themselves for that male gaze, for that male attention. But you don't have to do anything. You don't even have to pay attention to the man for them to want you. You don't even need to show up in a particular. You just show up as you, and they come crawling. It's energy, man. You're in rich woman energy, not financially rich, spiritually rich, energetically rich. And divine masculines love that. They love spiritually rich women and energetically rich women because they know the power that comes with that. Don't forget, divine masculines love to be respected. They love to have that authority and control over their lives, where they are respected, and they won't be with a woman that's a skank or someone that doesn't have respect for themselves, someone that does the most for their attention. What else are you doing behind? What have you already done? If you don't carry yourself as somebody that is worthy to be wifed, why are you looking to be wifed in the first place? You want a man to change you? You're centering your life around a man. That's weird. It is. And that's what people don't want to talk about. It is weird to center your life around a man. Like, what's wrong with you? These be the women that get so jealous over powerful women that stand in their own energy, because they don't have that same power to stand in their energy. They need a man to make them feel good about themselves. It needs to be validated first and approved by a man. Now, a woman like you that doesn't vibrate on that frequency or wavelength serves as a threat, a problem. That's why they feel like you're doing something. Because why don't you do what they do? Why aren't you the way they are? You're a divine, you're an empress. Ain't no Queen of Wands reversed. Don't be doing the most just to get spanked. What the hell? Like, people got it twisted. These women got it twisted here, stuck in a fantasy world where they feel like, their value is tied to being with a man. And they have a problem with you. They see you as a threat because that's not how you live your life. These are women that think of, like, they wish to be in your shoes because they don't want to, it's draining for them already. They don't want to have to do so much to just get recognized by a man. They also want to be perceived as a high value woman. They should act like it, treat themselves as that. Don't wait to be treated like that by a man. A man will treat you how you treat yourself. If you open them things up, they will treat you like you open them things up. We have the Six of Wands here. It's all about attention. These women, all they care about is male attention. Any man can give a woman attention, but a divine masculine doesn't give attention. They look for what they want, and if they don't see it, they're not gonna like do anything. Like, even if a woman can look very good and put it on, they'll just see someone that just, oh, they look good, okay. It's not gonna be, oh, Like they're not vulnerable to lust like that. Divine masculines don't walk with that energy. That's not their energy. That's the whole point of being a divine masculine. That's the whole point of being a divine masculine. You just vibrate differently, different frequency, different wavelength here. A type of man that like stays to himself, like very tight-lipped, very stingy with their energy. They reciprocate the energy of the Empress. They're in the same realm, the same paradigm, the same reality, because the Empress is the same, very stingy, tight-lipped with their energy, almost stiff, right? Like the divine masculine. These be the men that women go all out for and try and do this and this and get nothing from the man, and hate the man and think, oh, they want to destroy the man, they want to come after the man, still get nothing from the man, because divine masculine energy can be affected by that. We have the Nine of Swords, the Knight of Cups here. You have these women worried here. They feel like you use love potions to get men, or you use voodoo or witchcraft. Love charms is something you use. That's what they think. That's what they feel. That's crazy. They think like the reason like you are the way you are is so it's for men, and you did this to, like the reason you are an empress is because you want an emperor. What? They think you be using love potions, love spells, and love charms, and freaking witchcraft and voodoo to keep a man, or to have a man, or to make a man go crazy over you, or cruel. Like, I feel like these women are just intimidated by the power you hold on your own, and they're afraid of, therefore, the power a man, that same power is the power the man is going to be attracted to. Mm. Being an empress comes with this, all right, beloved. People assume they own things, okay? Um, it just is what it is here. But these women wish that they could know your codes, like why men gravitate towards you the way they do, or why you don't attract the type of men that they attract, or how do you stay in that energy of carrying yourself as a in woman of integrity, value, and morals, ethics, traditions. Like, how you don't use anything, it's just who you are, it's in you, okay? But with this Knight of Cups energy, they think you be giving these men something, or you be doing something to yourself so that men can be like this towards you, but you don't do none of that. Clearly they do though, because why think like that, right? Who thinks like that? How it resonates, but individually they are affected individually, right? Like, one of these women could be getting ready and they just think of you, and their whole mood just changes. Now all of a sudden they don't think they look beautiful, pretty enough, or maybe they hair ain't right, or they outfit, they start to question themselves because they think of you. There's something about who you are, how you are. They just don't get it, so they assume these things instead, right? We have the Eight of Pentacles here. Like, it's the same energy. They think you're doing something to these men. Like, these women, they think you're working on these men. You work on these men's hearts so that they love you. But the craziest thing about this is that they envy that. They wish that you could teach them that, like as if that's what you do. They wish that you could show them the way when it comes to that, so that they can also do the same thing. Clearly, these are women that can't attain a man successfully. They can't keep a man, they can't have a man, they can't deal with a man. They always just find themselves losing when it comes to relationships, or failing, or just being in an energy of, you know, unsuccessfulness. Like they just don't win when it comes to love. But it's because they've cursed themselves. I do see that these are women that dibble and dabble in love spells here, love charms, even six spells, six charms. Like they do this. They participate in that kind of lifestyle. All right. They feel like that's the only way to keep a man. They look at a man as an object that needs to be controlled here. We have the devil, and that's what they do. They try to control men. But like I said, none of these things work, man. If they did, they would have successful relationships. But it's weird because you're trying to make someone love you, and they don't genuinely love you because you are tampering with their free will. How are you gonna live with yourself knowing that you made them love you? They don't love you for real. Like it's weird. Like I don't know how these people think. How much low self-esteem do you need to have, and insecurities do you need to have for this to be your reality? Oh, he has to love me, so I'll control him. Oh, he'll look good on my arm. He'll look good next to me. I have to control him. You can't control the divine masculine. They can try this with any other person here, any other man, not divine masculine energy, right? Even with the people they try this with, even if it affects them, they end up oh they end up always regretting their decision, because even the people they try this on are not the men that they actually want. Like they just test it out. Like, can I control this one? Can I control that one? That one has this, that one has that, that one can do this for me, that one can take me there. It's not real. It's all based on conditional, illusions here. We have the Eight of Cups reversed and the Ten of Wands reversed. These women live a sad life. Like, they live a sad life. They want men to love them, but men don't love them. They want men to value them, cherish them, but men don't. And because that's what their life is centered around, you can imagine how it affects them. If you center your life, it's like us where we center God, right? Our life revolves around God first. These women's lives revolve around men first. If our relationship with God is affected, we are affected entirely. Our whole world is turned upside down. Anything you center your life in, if that is affected, your whole life can fall apart, or it can be tempered with. But in this instance, because they value their life, they center their life surrounding men. This is to say that they're not happy with how their life is because of what they've centered their life around, which is men. And men don't want these women the way they want to be wanted. They attract men that are not who they want. And I also am seeing here that they don't mind even being mistresses and side chicks and all these things. Like, these are women that don't have integrity, morals, ethics, and traditions. They don't embody that energy. They're not of the Queen of Cups. They don't have nurturing qualities, and they don't walk in love. They're just all about what they can get from a man. Even if they would have the man that they wanted, it's not about, oh, I want them to love me. No, I want to control them so that I look like I am that woman that has a man wrapped around her finger. That's what they want in the end. They just want people to see them as this woman that has this man wrapped around their finger, because that's their goal with this. It's not to, oh, I want this man to love me and like love me right, and I want to, this is just weird. These women are also low-key scared of you as well. Like I'm channeling fear. They're scared of you. They'll never come to you directly. They'll always stay behind the scenes or talk about you behind the scenes or think and feel all these things behind the scenes, but never directly. They'll never come towards you directly with this energy, right? They're too afraid, too intimidated, too threatened by their own assumptions and whatever they've made up about you. That's the thing. You didn't have to even do anything. These women already have established who they think you are in their mind and their heart. Like they've already put you in a certain perception, right? It's like, furthermore, I am seeing that you're gonna school these women. Like they're gonna continuously be watching your life, or just stalking you however way. They're gonna continue, being in this energy. It's not gonna change. And every time they look at you, they're always gonna be inspired. You're gonna school them about what it really means to be a woman, because they have it all twisted. They have it all twisted here. You know, I feel like men fall in love with your aura, your spirit, your mind, your heart before they even fall in love with anything else. But these women, all they care about is how they look. But how you look can always, um, how you look can always be based on a lie. Like someone can look a certain type of way, but their mind, their heart, their spirit is so rotten and filthy, so disgusting, that how they look doesn't even matter or shouldn't matter, right? But these women are just too superficial. They don't have love to give to a man. All they have is um, this power hungry energy to control a man. They're not Queen of Cups energy. They're just not. And they're going to continuously learn from you, like what it means to be in a Queen of Cups energy, what it means to be an Empress, what it means to be a real woman. These are women that would never even want to be friends with you or want you close to their friends, because they feel like you would just control them. Like you just have that much power, right? That's why they always stay at a distance, because rather that than coming towards you or anything like that, because they're afraid of the power you have and what it could do. They have their own fears, their own fear-based thoughts, fear-based emotions when it comes to you here, okay? I feel like you'd be surprised how many people actually see you as a powerful woman, but also have assumptions of where that power comes from. These are not the only women that might perceive you to be using things on men. That's why men love you the way they do, or that's why they gravitate towards you. I keep hearing the word crawling. I clairaudiently keep hearing the word crawling, but yeah, we have the Hermit. Yeah, these women lack depth. They lack depth. They don't have any further paradigm to think in or feel from. It's all just based on control and power hungry energy and how people see them, what people think of them, how people feel about them. It's not about how they feel about themselves, what they want for themselves in actual reality and truth, not based on what the voice of the world is saying. Because these are women that are controlled by the voice of the world, by the eyes of people. If people say, oh, you need a man, how long you ain't been with a man, they'll get into a relationship just to prove a point. They'll deal with the man just to prove a point. Like, it's weird. We have the Queen of Swords here. Beloved, be grateful that you are the way that you are. Okay, we have the Eight of Wands. Be grateful that you are the way that you are, because, the way that you are is the reason you are able to harness the energy that you are able to harness. You are not gonna be a mistress, a side chick. You're not gonna be a booty call. You're not gonna be none of that. Either they treat you right or they don't. But I see here you always attract men that have the desire to treat you right. They can even get obsessed over doing that, like a man that will want to be with you so bad that they're obsessed over being just the right person for you because they don't want to see you with anyone else. Not a man that comes through into your life and obsesses over sleeping with you just to leave you high and dry once they're over it. These women deal with that. You understand? Like they deal with that. But it's because of who they are. These women use love spells on men. They use love charms and sex magic and sex charms and all these type of things to gain control. It's about control. They think being with a man is to control the man. Like having a successful relationship is to have control over a man. Like that's delusional. If you feel like you have to control a man to be with them, don't be with them. Find a man that will help you be safe within yourself enough to not even seek control of any kind. Like I would never want to control my husband, like, cause why? Like he's his own person. We have the Four of Wands. Yeah, these women want a solid home, a solid foundation. They want, future based things. They want to be Mrs. This, Mrs. That. You can't have all those things if this is the way you choose to attain it. Like they will always fall. Like if you build a foundation off of a lie or off of a false sense of reality or having illusion based control over someone, it'll always crumble in your face. You'll always fall flat in your face in the end. It's either he'll cheat, he'll leave, he'll abuse, he'll use you. You can't want to control another person. Like, it's weird. Why? These women here will always be watching you because they want to see how your life turns out here. They're very obsessed with your identity and the power you hold as a woman. They're obsessed with your womanhood, period. All right? Something about the power you have here, the value you hold as a woman. They view you as a wife, like they want to be a wife. And they know they're not a wife. We have the Nine of Wands. But like I said, they'll never come towards you directly. They'll always be behind the scenes. They'll always just be in the shadows here. They'll always just be, lurking. They'll never show themselves here, ever. And like I said again, they'll never even want to be friends with you or want you to be close to them like that because they feel like you'll just control their whole reality. Everyone will love you, gravitate towards you. Being an empress is hard, beloved. Women are intimidated and threatened by your womanhood as an empress. It's hard. That's why empresses keep to themselves. They're very tight-lipped or closed off or stern, stiff with their energy because we deal with things like this. We have the Six of Swords reversed. We have the Queen of Cups reversed. So moving forward here, I am seeing that, you always trigger low vibrational women or karmic women here because these are karmic women. They have an illusionary perception of who they are, but in actual reality, they karmic. We have the Fool here. You always trigger them because you always will come off in a way that they want to be, but they are not. You always, Empress energy is like all the queens in one. If a woman wants to be this way and that way and this way and that way, an Empress is all of that in one. And you always trigger karmic energies because they can never be empresses, but they want to be so bad. They want to be considered divine feminines. They want to hold value in a man's eyes. They want to be perceived as loving, caring, and nurturing, but they're not. They want a position in a man's heart and mind that they can't have. Hence, they resort to spells and love charms and sex magic and all those things. We have the Five of Swords. but they never get what they want in the end. I don't know why they keep putting themselves through this. Why not do it the right way? Maybe you'll find a different outcome, right? Do it the right way. Be true and authentic within yourself and show that to the man that you really want. And if they don't do you right, it's not on you. You showed up authentically. You were real. You were a good person. Just move on with your life. You'll attract what you are. It'll come eventually when it's meant to for you. Don't be doing things to make it happen because you're not God. Like, these women have a false sense of reality here, these comic women. And in general, I do see that comic women will always be intimidated by you, Empress. You can go to a grocery store, a restaurant, a park, a gallery, a museum. You can be in your car and, you know, stop at a light, and the comic will be triggered just by your energy. Anywhere you go, anywhere. You don't need to speak. You don't need to do anything. Just your energy. They'll never ever step to you though. They'll always just look with an evil eye, project all types of nonsense onto you because they triggered by you. Why don't they consider why they triggered? They see something in you they know they lack. They see something in you they don't have. That's why they triggered. Anyway, beloved, thank you so much for joining me on the Prophetic Vessel Show. This was your message from God, Ra, Allah, Source, the Divine. I'm grateful for your time. To those whom are keen or interested in becoming members of my Patreon, on my Patreon, I do offer weekly sign readings for $10 per month based on love as well as spiritual path. I also offer on my Patreon personal readings. For $50 per month, you get a personal reading from me every month based on love, spiritual path, career and finances, as well as ancestral messages. The link to my Patreon will be listed in my description box below. You can also join my Patreon by typing what is on the screen via Google, search it, and it'll lead you to my Patreon website. I thank you all for everything, and I will see you all soon. Goodbye.